When you install, set up and operate a survey equipment, it can have many errors, and these errors can make your data completely unusable. There can be mainly two types of error in the system. One is a systematic error and another is a random error. Now, random error can be mostly due to the inferior quality of instrument and cables and user error, and this random error is very hard to eliminate. On the other hand, we can take some steps to eliminate the systematic error or most of the systematic errors. Today in this video, we are going to discuss some of the offshore calibration and verification that not only eliminate your systematic error but can also save a lot of operational time. In offshore surveying, time is money. If we can save some time by combining all the calibration and verification of all the equipment by a single step, then your project manager is going to appreciate your efforts. So if you are an offshore surveyor, then keep watching till the end. And if needed, stop the video and take some notes. So let's get started. So first of all, choose a site that is most suitable for most of the equipment calibration. Today we are going to select a platform site which has couple of big pipelines exposed. So we are going to run some survey lines with all our equipment all around the platform and over the pipelines. By running these survey lines, we can verify our DGNSS position, verify side scan sonar toe fish position offset, verify sub-bottom profiler, single beam and multi-beam transducer position offset, and we can calibrate multi-beam system by running two additional lines. Now remember, before you start this process, you must have calibrated gyro compass and motion sensor and calibrated USBL system. So here is our survey vessel running with all the sensors operating. You get sub-bottom profiler and multi-beam data and a little later side scan sonar data. Let's compare the sub-bottom profiler data with the center beam of the multi-beam data. As you do your first line and superimpose sub-bottom profiler data into the multi-beam data, you might see some positional mismatch. You run the reciprocal line again and you can see some mismatch. Now with these data, you can find out what is the sensor offset differences and adjust your vessel's offsets. Now dual frequency single beams, if tuned properly, can also detect pipelines, and you can match and verify offset positions of single beam, multi-beam and sub-bottom profiler. Next, you are also towing side scan sonar toe fish, and the position of the side scan sonar images comes from the USBL beacon position. It may already have couple of meters offset from side scan sonar sensors. So to verify side scan sonar image or the sonar contact position, we needed to go around the platform, maintain similar distance from the platform and run 4 lines around the platform. You will get 4 separate images of the platform. Now superimpose that platform mud mat with center of the jacket position on the side scan images, and then merge all the position data together. Now you can compute the positional errors of the sonar contact. Now you cannot apply this error in all the sonar contacts. This is a verification that the positions you will be reporting are within that error limit. Now let's move to multi-beam calibration. Before you start the calibration, you must have calibrated gyro and motion sensor. You must have calibrated and verified DGNSS system, vessel offsets checked and verified, sound velocity profile observed and added in the system. Let's first understand what we are trying to calibrate. In multi-beam calibration, we are actually trying to find out how the multi-beam sensor is installed in relation to the 3D plane of the vessel. Calibrating to find the roll, pitch and yaw angle of the multibeam sensor with respect to the vessel's fore and aft line, that is gyro compass heading, and horizontal and vertical plane, that is the motion sensor. So to do a multibeam calibration, first identify a significant object on the seabed. In our case it is a couple of pipelines, and the surrounding seabed needs to be relatively flat. Now plan 3 lines perpendicular and on top of the object. First of all, run survey line over the feature at slow speed, that is 2.5 knot. Second, survey line over the feature at normal speed, that is about 4 knot in opposite direction of line 1. Next, run a survey line over that feature at high speed similar to the direction of the line 1. Next, run a survey offset line to the right at normal speed similar to the direction of line 1. Next, survey offset line to the left at normal speed similar to the direction of the line 1. And lastly, survey line over the feature at normal speed similar direction to the first line. Now once you have all the data, you can find out 4 different calibration parameters that you can apply to the data. First is latency or time delay. Now latency is the position and data timing mismatch, that is a recorded multibeam sensor position and multibeam data with different timestamp, and they are not correlated correctly. So the latency is measured by running 2 lines, the same line, over a particular feature in the same direction, once at a low speed and next at a higher speed. Second is pitch calibration. This is to understand how many degrees the multibeam sensor is tilting forward or backward from the vertical. The pitch calibration values can be obtained by running 2 reciprocal lines over a particular object at same normal survey speed. Here is a before and after pitch data. Next is roll calibration. This is to understand how many degrees the multibeam sensor is tilting port or starboard, left or right from the vertical. The roll calibration values can be obtained by running 2 reciprocal lines over a flat area of seabed at the same normal survey speed and compare the across track profile against each other. And here is before and after roll data. Next is your yaw or heading calibration. This is to understand how many degrees the multibeam sensor is rotated left or right from the vessel's fore and aft line. The yaw or the heading calibration value can be obtained by running 2 lines apart from each other targeting a particular object on the seabed at normal survey speed in the same direction. And here is the before and after calibration yaw data. So once you have applied all the calibration values, you can see the differences in your multibeam data. I have couple of examples for you here. Lastly, don't forget to apply the tide in the multibeam calibration data. So that's all for you today. If you think this video has somehow improved your understanding, please like, comment and share. We'll meet again.